I'd like to do the Two-Face one. That would have been the one, but that's already been done in that respect. But that would be good, or the Riddler.
Gracias, Tony, por esta oportunidad, se lo agradezco mucho. Bueno, yo quisiera empezar, este dato se lo quiero contar a Andrés también. Sabe que obviamente acá en la televisión colombiana la novela más larga es Padres e Hijos, que lleva como 15 años por ahí, pero es que esta es una de las producciones, las que estuvo Tony, Grand Hill. Tiene como 30 años de duración y creo que ya han finalizado o sea, toda la novela, y todo eso, ese episodio pues, sobre familiar y también. Entonces yo te quiero preguntar sobre qué es hacer parte de una de las empresas más importantes, una de las novelas más largas del Reino Unido, que eso es bastante interesante.
Okay, Tony, the first question. John made a comparison because Grand Hill is for the UK, what is Padres e Hijos from Colombia. It's the longest series on TV, and we know that this series is like an institution. Many episodes finally ended. So tell us, how do you feel being part of this legacy? You made part of one of the episodes.
I feel very humbled, to be fair, to be part of these projects I'm involved in. It's I mean, I grew up with it like a lot of people did, with a lot of this stuff that I do, and it's just really nice to be part of it.
Yo le quiero preguntar sobre esta serie de televisión. No es por decir que son los chicos malos, pero sino Bulletproof. Es los tipos del Reino Unido, los tipos más despiadados de Londres, por así decirlo, en toda esta serie. Entonces yo le quiero preguntar sobre cómo es saltar de un tema de, claro, drama familiar, infantil, a pasar un tema ya como es de más acción. ¿Cuál es esa transición que usted percibió en el momento de saltar de una serie a otra?
And how do you feel the transition going out from a more familiar show that is Grand Hill to the meanest guys in the UK, Bulletproof, man, the most badasses, the most fighters? Tell us, how do you feel doing this transition, man?
That was great doing that one. I really enjoyed it, to be fair. It was a great honor, to be fair, to do it. It was they're really nice guys, and it was just good fun. Great fun. And they don't stop all day long. They're constantly on the go.
John dice que para él fue genial, que ellos en realidad son personas muy amables, o sea, no es como se ve en la pantalla, y que para él fue genial hacer esa transición.
Bien.
Continúa y ya te doy el dato.
También bueno, en Netflix está la serie Maldita, y yo cuando te vi yo dije, wow, es Tony, es increíble porque son ya temas, por ejemplo, temas misteriosos, esotéricos. Entonces yo te quiero preguntar si seguirás siendo más de ese estilo. ¿Qué rol te gustaría participar en esos temas, ya sea como, no sé, un grupo o una persona que domina el arte de todo eso? No sé, cuéntame.
We're going to talk about Maldita, but not only about the show, but what do you want to keep portraying or portray more characters about the horror, the supernatural, the terror, the fantastic? Yeah. Tell us more.
Yeah, I want to. My goal is to be a special creature actor constantly, where you're constantly in prosthetics and constantly doing creatures or all sorts of different creatures, to be fair. I've done quite a bit of it now, but I want to do more and more of it. I'm more at home in full prosthetics than I am of just me, if you see what I mean.
Wow, what characters had you portrayed using prosthetics? Tell us.
Some of them I can, some of them I can't at the minute, unfortunately, because some of them I'm still under contract. But I have done a few now. The Harry Potter one that's just out at the moment, the Dumbledore, Crimes of Dumbledore. I play it's like a shady creature that's on the train, and that was
Wow.
prosthetics from over my face. It was only to here, like the head part, but I did that. I've done a couple of other things. I've been in full prosthetics from up to about my chest. It takes quite a while to do it as well. It takes about 4.5, 5 hours to do it in the morning before we start. And once you're in it for the day.
Wow, man, before I translate to my friend, I want to tell you, it's great to have you here because, in fact, one of the actors that we interview with, I'm going to mention two. One is Julian Richings. He's one of the greatest using prosthetics.
Yeah.
So, yes, I see you in doing that kind of career with the prosthetics. He played roles like Three Fingers in Grand Turn, a lot of movies, and other. Man, I don't know if you know Damien Brute. Damien Brute, he's great because he's not an actor, but somehow he's a history teacher. Somehow he has appeared as actor, secondary roles, true roles in a lot of great movies, and it's crazy, man. He also appeared in. We got the honor to interview here people from the UK, man, and I love their histories, how they see acting. So it's great to have you here, and I will translate. John, acá hay una noticia que se puede decir a medias por el contrato, pero el deseo que más tiene él es interpretar, él tiene una carrera con prostéticos. Sí, de hecho, obviamente en Dumbledore, él interpreta uno, incluso se vienen más personajes, lo que pasa es que no puedo decir por contratos, pero se vienen más personajes donde incluso medio cuerpo de él está con prostéticos. Dice que eso es desde temprano en la mañana que tiene que levantarse, pero pues obviamente es una de las metas que él tiene, y obviamente le mencioné pues su amigo Julian Richings, que ya hizo una carrera de eso, y obviamente Damian, el gran Damian.
Excelente, ¿no?
Le puedo decir que tenemos, yo creo que le puedo decir que con él y con Damian tenemos el pasado y el presente ahora de Inglaterra. No, in fact, I want to tell you this, man, with you and Damian, we got like the past and the present of acting in UK in the channel, so we're happy for that, man. Thank you for the patience, and it's great to have you here. But
it's nice to speak to you.
Ok, John, ¿más preguntas?
Claro, hay otras, pero bueno, vamos a poder combinarlas. Yo sé que en Intergalácticos, vea que son producciones gigantes que tenemos la primera vez de estar ante un actor que, bueno, en Intergaláctico yo te quiero preguntar sobre cuál es tu pensamiento sobre esos tipos de historias que son como no solo fin del mundo, sino que también son el futuro. ¿Crees que se necesita tener un poco más de aprendizaje ante estos temas? Y lo otro es, ¿cuál fue su experiencia? Porque yo sé que también tuviste cierta parte en todo este concepto de Cruella. Entonces, hacer de un rol intergaláctico a hacer un rol ya más sofisticado como lo es en Disney.
Okay, these are two questions. I'm going with the first. Man, it's great because with you, we are taking a lot of productions that we want to tell before in this channel, bit productions, but with keeping first with TV. We know that Intergalactic is a bit series, bit production about the future, and we want to know not only your experience here, but what are your vision about, I don't know, about the future. Do you want to keep playing this in this series or that tells about the future, maybe the near or the longest future? Tell us.
I love all the sci-fi, to be fair. I grew up with the first 3 Star Warses. That was of my time. And I've always loved like the futuristic stuff and the sci-fi, because you get, I don't know, it's just different. I just like it. I love doing, I want to try and stick with that. And I mean, I still do other stuff as well, but I want to try and stick with the sci-fi. Yeah, I do really like the sci-fi stuff.
And then John jump off because, man, and it was one of my favorite movies, of course, of the last year. Then you go to one of the biggest movies, Cruella. We know it's more sophisticated. We know that you make part of the gang. Tell me about just this transition going on from TV to a bit movies. We know that after Cruella came a lot another bit productions, but tell me more about how was being on this set, because we see it won some Oscars as wardrobe. It's a bit production.
Yeah,
Tell us more.
it was very it was very good, actually, to be fair. It was how can I explain it? I don't know, it's very fast pace. That one was filmed very fast pace. It was good though. It was good fun. It was a lot different to what I'm used to doing. But yeah, it was good fun. It was nice to see the sets as well, because it was set in 1970 something, I think it was. 60s, 50s, there you go. And it was, they changed everything around to look like that. So they built sets of London that was in that time. And it's just really weird walking around it, because you knew where you was, but it wasn't the right time, if that makes sense. It was like going back in time, way back in time.
John, sobre Intergalactic, dice que él tuvo la suerte de crecer cuando se estrenaron los 3 primeros filmes de Star Wars. Entonces dice que claro que sí, desea seguir participando. Lo bueno es que se vienen, obviamente no puede decir, pero se vienen proyectos de este estilo.
Favor.
Con Cruella, yes, we're crossing fingers for more projects, John said, of the future sci-fi man, but I will continue translating. Sobre Cruella es una locura, porque él dice que, primero, a pesar de lo que es una película grande, todo fue un ritmo rapidísimo, no me imagino. Y segundo, dice que los sets que usted ve en realidad se construyeron, o sea, era muy gracioso porque se construyeron sobre calles reales, pero una reconstrucción, o sea, que era como que viajar al tiempo. Son edificios que se reconstruyeron para que lucieran como eran en los años 60. Entonces era como viajar en el tiempo, como que tú entrabas al set, que en realidad era la ciudad, pero reconstruida, y era como que sí, esta calle estuvo así hace años y era verla reconstruida. Claro, muchísimo dinero. Era un set, y lo bueno es que después de eso se vienen producciones gigantes, ¿no? Continúa.
Yo te pregunto, mire, yo te soy sincero, a mí me gustaría que usted hiciera un papel, ya que vamos a hablar de Marvel. Obviamente tú estás en la Viuda Negra, que yo quisiera saber sobre tu concepto sobre el poder experimentar roles que tengan que ver con no solo ser el villano, sino ayudar también a las protagonistas en todo ese sentido. Pero a mí me gustaría que usted interpretase el rol del lobo, pero no es de Marvel, es de DC. Pero porque ahí vamos a hablar de DC más adelante, ¿no?
¿Lobo?
Sí.
El famoso,
el famoso
cómic
lobo.
que no ha sido,
el que está en
cómic que no se ha podido llevar.
Sí, que no ha podido
wow. Y le diré que obviamente aquí estuvo Gabriel Beristain. Okay, we got the honor to have in the channel, this is one of the interviews that we haven't uploaded, Gabriel Beristain. He was the cinematographer from Black Widow. We know that you make part of Black Widow, but Jhon also wants to see you doing the role of Lobo, the comic character from DC, one of the comics that I don't know why they never adapted. I hope somehow you made it, but we want to ask you, do you wanna, what is the kind of role that you want to portray on a comic adaptation? Jhon wants to see you not only as the villain, but one of the helpers from one of the sidekicks of the heroes. But what is your dream role in a comic movie, man?
No, really. It would. I don't know. I'd love to play one of the ones that are in the prosthetics that are covered up. Definitely, I'd love to. But you never know, do you? You never know.
Jhon, él la tiene clara. Él quiere hacer un personaje de cómics con prostéticos. Podría ser de pronto. De hecho, hay muchos cómics de Dark Horse donde se tiene que usar las prostéticos. Tú sabes, Hellboy. Maybe one Dark Horse comic. You know that all the Dark Horse comics, Hellboy, yeah. They use. Oh man, yes. Sí, a mí me gustaría ver un cómic de Dark Horse. Man.
Por favor, ojalá que sí. Bueno, sabemos que tú participaste en un rol que es en Batman. Aquí estuvo Aki Kotabe, el famoso chico del tren en el que Batman lo salva desde la penumbra. Y yo te vi ahí como también uno de los tipos que estaban...
Anarquistas.
De los anarquistas. Entonces te pregunto, ¿crees que para la segunda parte de Batman estarás? ¿No? Pues, o si no, Me gustaría que, no sé, que también estuviese haciendo un rol más importante en Batman, man.
Okay, man, it's crazy because with you, you're the second person that we had on the channel that appeared on the Batman. In fact, we got Eiki Kotabi, you know, the guy on the train that Batman says.
Yeah.
Very important scene. We know that you are also one of the anarchists. I don't know if you can tell us if somehow you will be in the sequel. We hope so. But man, we want to see you in the sequel or in more Batman movies, but because we know that it's another Batman universe that came with this movie. Man, what if they called you from one of these Batman movies? What role do you want to do? Because we want to see you in a bigger role, man. Like, I don't know, one of the chief of the anarchies. Or tell us, what is the kind of role that you want to portray?
I'd love to play one of the baddies. I mean, to be fair, I'd like to do the Two-Face one. That would have been the one, but that's already been done in that respect. But that would be good. Or the Riddler, the original Riddler, not the Riddler as it is now, because they've gone back in time with this new one.
But man, it's crazy because in this channel we also got people from the Batman series, like Gotham, like maybe one of these series.
Yeah.
Wow. John, a mí me gustaría, no sé, que Tony se conociera con Nelson Gunn. Ven, te digo por qué.
Oh, man.
Él dice que quiere seguir interpretando a los malvados, sí, pero si fuera un rol más grande, que él dice que tiene muchísimo respeto a los que ya han hecho Two-Face y al Riddler, no este Riddler, otra forma del Riddler, tú sabes que este es un Riddler, un acertijo más joven, pues él dice que sus roles soñados obviamente es Two-Face o Riddler, pero yo le dije que, espera, está el universo de las películas, pero de las series, imagínatelo en un Gotham.
Oh, man.
Además de que aquí hemos tenido a gente pues de Gotham, y más, yo creo que Batwoman.
No.
And it's crazy, man. Yes, I remember. We are with you. The Batman universe grows because we also got people from the series, not only Gotham. Yes, we got one of the friends from the Batwoman, the series that sadly it gets canceled.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed. We want to see you one of the Batman series.
No, you never know. You never know.
You never know, man.
No.
Johncillo, dale.
Bueno, yo vea, Tony, cómo es la vida, porque lo más importante es que el Pentabilo, esa es una de las producciones que a mí me dejó impresionado sobre el señor Mayer, man. Es una fucking leyenda, pero te pregunto, ¿sobre qué te parece sobre el concepto del periodismo que se plasma en esas historias, man? Más en el Reino Unido, en el cine, y le pregunto sobre, bueno, ¿qué podemos esperar de Man vs. Bee? Porque ahí está el famoso Rowan Atkinson.
Man, it's great because, okay, this is two questions. We're going first with the Pentaverate. We are journalists, so we love the vision and, of course, the UK vision. We know that your humor is more sarcastic, more poignant. So we want to know, yes, your experience working on the Pentaverate, and later I ask you another question, but go ahead with the Pentaverate.
No, that was great fun. I mean, we were working with a film legend, really. I mean, what a man, Mike Myers. I can't really say any more than that. I mean, he is just very, very talented, very talented. And it was an honor to work on it, really, to be fair.
And John say it in kind of Spanglish. Yes, he's a fucking legend, man. It's great to share. Don't worry, we can curse here in Spanish, in English. Sometimes people here talk in Japanese, so we can curse in every language, man.
No, he is definitely a legend. I mean, he is just really good at what he does. Really good.
And talking about working with legends, man, I don't know if you can tell us because we know that is in pre-production, in post-production. But man, how was working on what we can expect, or how was sharing in Man vs. Bee, because we know that the amazing Rowan Atkinson is in this project, man.
Yeah, I can't. Anything that's in post-production, I can't talk about. I can't. I'm not allowed to, unfortunately.
Don't worry. Yo no puedo hablar nada de postproducción, pero para mí una entrevista también. ¿Tú qué quieres? A mí me encantó.
Bueno, yo creo que vamos a poder culminar ya que todos los demás están en postproducción, entonces
Lo que se
pregunto.
viene. Okay, Tony, as a final, because we know and we are so happy that all the projects that came are in post-production, you can tell, but we are happy to know that you're keeping working, man. The camera is yours. Say hi to wherever you want. Invite people to visit your social media, and do like a bigger invitation to stay tuned to your projects. That, in fact, the channel is now your house. You can come here always to talk about new projects. So, man, the camera is yours.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll definitely. You always give me a shout if you want to talk again. That's not a problem. It's always fine. I mean, you can find me on social media. It's under as Tony McCarthy actor. By all means, follow me if you wish to, or like me. And just really keep your eyes on what I'm doing next. Really, there is some. There's always stuff going up. I'm getting better at doing it. I mean, social media for me is a new thing, so I'm getting better at it these days. And it's learning, really, isn't it? Really, I mean, I'm not used to all the social media. There's so much of it these days, and so many different things you can go on, so many different platforms. We are working on it and getting better and better with it. So, yeah, by all means, keep your eyes out, really. But yeah.
Jhon, es que Tony lo dijo. Es que para él esta cuestión de, o sea, que lo está aprendiendo, pero esta cuestión de los social media es nuevo. Dice que esto es muy nuevo, que él está aprendiendo, tal vez, bueno, tal vez la cuestión de lo que pasó acá. Dice que sí, que afortunadamente se vienen más proyectos, que obviamente les invita a la gente a verlos.
Bravo.
Oh, Tony, bravo. Bravo, and
Bueno, sí.
thank you for being here. Oh, man, thank you, and thanks for the patience. No, man,
No worries.
it's great.
My pleasure.
No, the pleasure is ours, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jhon,
Bye-bye, Tony. Thank you.
See you
Bye-bye,
later.
Tony.
Bye.
See you later.